Hello, my loves. Welcome into this reading for those who have Jupiter in the sign of Aries. If you have not already watched the introduction to the Aries solar season readings, you can go ahead and do that. It's linked in the description and popping up on YouTube. It's not necessary, but it is recommended. There's a lot of things going on as we move into this new astrological year, and to understand these energies better, you have that introduction video to dive deeper with. So the planets in our astrological story represent the what of what it is that we're talking about. So the what of Jupiter is our luck and our expansion. And the sign that the planets are in represent how that what expresses. So how your luck and expansion expresses is through the Aries energy, the Aries archetype. Now, we talked about in the introduction that this Aries energy and archetype is this ram bursting forth head first. It's about enthusiasm, generosity. It's about the sparky energy. It's courageous and it's independent. So when it comes to how you are lucky and how you expand, it's through this Aries energy and archetype. Now, you guys know I like to invite you in when there's an astrological alignment I share. So I am here with you. I have Jupiter in Aries as well. Here's something that I've learned about this energy for me. It's always interesting for me to look back and see how these energies were playing out in my life before really knowing about astrology. So for me, I have a background in theater, and so I had noticed that there's this theme that I always do better in a callback, which is when you pass the audition and they bring you back to basically cold read parts of the script so that they can determine whether you fit or where you fit. And I've always felt that my callback readings have been spot on. They're so good. They're just got this energy of luck and whenever I make it to a callback, that's when I shine, right? And then I was looking at my Jupiter in Aries and I understood that this is part of that energy, because what the Aries energy is doing something for the first time. So when I'm lucky and when I can expand is when I allow myself to do something for the first time, not be afraid of failing and be enthusiastic about what it is that I'm doing. And I see that expressing itself through that callback magic that I really experience, because then when I rehearse it and I try to replicate the newness, the freshness, the just coming from doing it for the first time and letting it be what it is energy, that's really when I was able to tap into the vibrations the most. So it's not to say that I'm not a good actor, actress, on stage or in the final production of things. But my luck comes from doing something for the first time. And I can really feel that in that expression and energy. So I'm looking to expand that out beyond the callback scenario and inviting you to look at this too. How can you utilize the fact that you're luckiest when you do something for the first time, when you're going headfirst into something courageously? That's when you're the luckiest. That's when you expand the most. And for me, this was super challenging because I like to be perfect. I like to have things perfected before I show anybody. And this has been a struggle for me because there's other things in my chart that really don't involve this Aries energy. This is the only Aries energy I have in my chart. And so it's very unknown and unexplored for me, but I have an Aries sun friend and they've been really helping me understand and appreciate and embody this energy of just going for it courageously and without perfection needing to be part of the journey. So hope that helps you understand a little bit more about this energy, giving you a little bit more information about me and my journey and my exploration and understanding of these energies as well. So we're going to go to the Light Seer Tarot by Chris Ann, and we're going to find out how we're being called to act and thoughtfully respond through our luck and expansion. So if you haven't already, closed your eyes, taken a few deep breaths, opened your heart to receive the guidance most aligned for you at this time, called in your spiritual support team. You can do that now. Pause the video if you need more time. We're just looking for a card that is for the Jupiter in Aries friends, myself included. Okay. I love it. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Now, this is the traditional tarot, which I am familiar with, but I will read from the deck book because this is a fun new interpretation of the tarot through the lens of the Light Seer. So we're going to get the booklet interpretation here. And they have awesome affirmations, which is going to be part of our reading too. Okay. She holds her mandala with a curious heart and roots into the bedrock to begin understanding the manifesting essence that we all hold. Remember when you thought you could be an astronaut? Go ahead and ground that energy before it dissipates. We activate practical magic with our hopes, and we pull up energy from the earth to bring it into form. Progress happens one life stage at a time, and you must anchor into the details while simultaneously keeping your head in the clouds to dream. There are many pieces that still need to fall into alignment, but that doesn't mean that they aren't going to arrive. You're in the perfect place to figure out how to make your prosperity a reality. Seek confidence and dependability, and remember that you hold this power no matter where you stand today. New perspectives and upgrades of consciousness are on the way, so use your plans for the future and expedite its arrival. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to show you the affirmation in the deck here so that you can hopefully pause the video and write it down. I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet my dreams. And yes, my voice does sound weird when that's actually getting closer to the mic, but because I'm above it, it sounds like I'm further away. Okay. I'm going to read that quote one more time. I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet my dreams. It's interesting that it talked about hopes here too, because Jupiter also represents our hopes and our dreams. So it feels more like it's this hopes and dreams energy, but it's the expansion into our hopes and our dreams that it's really talking about. And it's talking about being grounded. And so we're being called to act and thoughtfully respond through this grounded yet reaching place. Like this person's like still dreaming, still holding the dream in their hands, right? But grounding into the earth, where they are now, the resources they have now, and allowing things to kind of unfold in ways that are maybe not necessarily known to them. And so what's coming through for me, and I like to share this personal journey that I have with it to kind of help you guys understand how to interpret these and apply them to yourselves, and hope too that my sharing is also resonant with you. So for me, these readings are part of what I'm looking to expand and to grow into this beautiful place where I can reach lots of people and help to reconnect people back to their own wise, instinctive knowing within through understanding the astrological cycles and using the spiritual tools of the cards and the invitation to tap into our own intuition. And so for me, I've had some shifts and some awarenesses and some guidance that this new season with this new Aries energy is going to bring in new people into these readings. And so the part about not all the pieces being in place yet was a little frustrating for me to digest, but also just a reminder that it doesn't matter that the pieces aren't in place because the dream is coming. And so what can I do right now is to ground things that I know. I can do the readings, I can offer them, I can continue on my path with what I'm physically doing, what my plan is, and then allow my expansion and my luck to come to me. And so there's this Aries energy of going for the dream, right? Bursting forth towards the dream and being courageous and going towards it, and not letting the fact that it's not physically manifest in the way that I'm calling in yet to stop me, to cause me to put down the dream, right? I'm holding it, like this person's holding this dream in their hands, right? And they're cultivating it. They're anchoring it in with this beautiful tree pose down into the earth and allowing the earth to nurture them and drawing up the nurturing from the earth to support them. So drawing on the resources that are in your life to help you burst forth with this Aries energy towards your dreams to expand and to receive the luck. It feels like this luck is like these pieces that are outside of your control. and there's still need to come into place. Like that lucky energy is still being brought to you, to us, and we're being invited to act and thoughtfully respond from where can I go now and how can I keep my vision on this goal. And that's going to expand me. That's going to help bring me the luck that I'm looking for. Okay. Let me know how this resonates. Let me know if you have questions. And as always, namaste. The universal light within me salutes and honors that universal light within you. Namaste.